Starkey!
Fuck!
Hello everyone and welcome to Taskmaster, Miles' birthday edition.
Yeehaw!
Over the past few weeks, I have tasked several of my good friends with completing some tasks in order to determine who is my best friend.
Oh.
For all of eternity.
That's what this is
Or
about.
until we do the next one. Anyways, so over the past few weeks, I have tasked 8 of my good friends with completing a variety of random tasks that I have set up. And so now I will introduce the cast. In alphabetical order, JC Wright, Lance Janus, Nick Starkey, Olive Simpson, RJ Bulinati, Sam Sakabu, Sarah Abbott, and last but not least, William DeAngeria.
Show me your toes!
And my assistant over the past few weeks has been one of the contestants, Olive Simpson. Without Olive, none of this show would have been possible. We have put in a lot of time to make this happen, and I hope you all enjoy it. So, without further ado, we are going to launch into the take-home task. The take-home task is a task I sent out to everyone a few weeks back, about a month before today. And the task is, send in the most surprising picture of yourself. Most surprising picture wins. And of course, you had until today to make sure your pictures were in. And so, yeah, let's get started.
All right, well, first up is going to be JC, and here's JC's.
Oh, fuck.
Oh god.
Well, I would say it's surprising. You have swapped faces with a cat. Yeah, what do you have to say for yourself?
The cat with JC's face looks like I don't remember what they're called, but the Quizno sub commercial.
I'll be honest.
Are the
I
buns
shut off my
tasty because
brain
you
for
toast them
this.
well?
Fantastic.
So it just kind of happened.
Well, thank you. I would rate that as fairly surprising.
I'd say so as well.
By the way, I haven't seen any of these. This is one of the tasks where, although I know most things, I do not know the results of this one. So, next up.
Next up is going to be Lance, and here's Lance's.
All right. I'm gonna be honest. I was
Surprised to see me in there?
I was expecting some nudity, but I wasn't necessarily expecting this. It's a fantastic recreation of a classic piece.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
No, actually, Miles, I think Lance covered up his classic piece with the Master Chief helmet.
I did make that in Minecraft. It took about an hour. Yeah, I made that in like an hour.
Oh my gosh.
This reminds me of the time we went to Vincenzo's and took.
Well, also, this isn't worth any points or anything, I don't think, but I will tell you that Lance's picture was the only picture that I received that had a custom file name, and the file name was creationoflance.png.
All right. I'll take that into account. Next up. Who's next? Who's next, Olive?
Next up is going to be... I don't remember. I think it's Nick.
Nick.
Next up will be Nick, and here's Nick's. Oh,
That's
no,
not
it's
mine.
me. Why is it me? It shouldn't be me. Ignore that, Miles. Okay, me. It's me. We're doing me because I can't go back and Miles already saw it. It's me.
Hey, what's up? This is Andrew Katz. This is a message to Miles from Olivia. The occasion, a between friends game show task. No clue what that means. I'm supposed to say hi to Miles, introduce myself, and show this picture. And then Olivia has put a imgur.com link in this app. Clearly, Olivia has no fucking clue how this shit works. So I said to Olivia, you don't know how this shit works. Do you want to rewrite it? And then Olivia sent me the picture through the app, through the direct message. And I'm supposed to show it here somehow. Clearly, Olivia is so confused as to how this app works. I'm wondering, maybe Olivia is like a 70-year-old person that doesn't know how this whole thing works. But anyways, Miles, I saw a picture of you, and I think I'm supposed to say something like you're an olive. I don't. They wrote something weird. But anyways, I'm glad you're a car seat fan. I'm glad you're a 1TD fan. That's awesome. Olivia, I mean, I'm sorry you're so old.
I gotta say, that is hilarious.
Well, here's the thing. Because Andrew from Car Seat Headrest didn't show my picture, here's the picture. I think it would have had more impact if he had shown it, but apparently he thinks I'm old and that he can't do that. So that is what that is.
Well, okay. For context, that's the drummer from one of my favorite bands, Car Seat Headrest.
Oh,
Sure is.
And Olive apparently paid for a cameo to do
Cost me
that.
$15.
Amazing.
Shit.
Well, let's go back and see what Nick's done.
Yeah, sorry about that, Nick. I put yours first and then I forgot to save it, so it's okay. You're still in here. This
You're good.
next one should be Nick.
That's surprising.
I know exactly where that is.
I found out
Me
the
I
hard
too,
way.
skipped
yeah.
it, but I'm not telling anyone else. You get no context.
So,
I'm not.
we both know.
Yeah,
We both know.
I'm not gonna say anything. That's fucking crazy.
Well,
Oh, Jesus. I guess I didn't understand this.
I can't say I was expecting that. Yeah, that's
What the fuck?
terrifying. Thank you very much, Nick. I don't think this needs further explanation. I'd like to move on right now, actually. Anyways, next up is RJ, right?
Next up, I believe is RJ. Well, the next up is this one.
No wonder you had yours done so fast. You just.
It's a good picture, but
I don't remember taking that.
Well, if it's not surprising to you, Miles, it's surprising to
at the
RJ.
very least, it's surprising to
fuck?
us.
I never have either of those lights on at the same time. When did I take this?
Well, I actually can tell you when you took this, RJ. I can look at our DMs, so give me just a second.
Emote.
RJ sent this to me at 9:51 p.m. on November 6th, which, fun fact, is the day that we announced the picture task, and RJ was very drunk.
That's how you forgot.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Reminiscent of it's as Andrew I heard comment. It's a fantastic job of HUD impression.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Where's
right.
the girl in the bikini?
Well,
It's one of the Gundams.
Right.
Eyes.
all right. Well,
All
next up is Sam.
Sam submitted this. And don't worry.
That's my
if you
room.
can Tell me when you'd like me to show you the full image.
I would like to see the full room.
Lance, why is
Rivers
that
is
so
for size
big?
comparison.
It's so
I
big.
see why you did this while I went to Little Caesars.
I'm pretty fucking hung. Those are extra large hot dog buns. I gotta say, massive dick. Channeled my cis man energy. Unsolicited dick pic. That's pretty surprising for me.
Well, next up is Sarah, correct?
Yeah, it should be. And here we are.
It has witchy vibes.
My God, we got an Andrew Katz cameo. We got a Billie Eilish cameo. It's impressive.
Star-studded.
Oh fuck.
Nick and her look so similar.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
The perfect couple.
I did this before he did it.
I
He
see.
copied me.
It's very witchy.
From your local witch.
Exactly.
All right. And last but not least, we have.
Wait, can I preface this?
Yes.
Before we show it or after?
I'm gonna preface it.
All
I'm
right.
gonna
What do you
preface
have
this
to say?
photo. This is authentic.
Okay.
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 Oh, dear
And
God.
now we'll proceed.
First things first, I actually took that with my Game Boy camera.
You have a Game Boy?
I actually took that with my Game Boy camera. Second thing second, I figured out that they have Japanese kanji that you can place in the photograph. So I censored my penis with the Japanese word for meat. And in the upper right, you'll see the Japanese character for wood. Thank you.
This is Will's picture that he sent me to show that it was authentic. I forgot to add it. So there's
Wood
that.
meat.
Oh my God.
It's a picture of the Game Boy that he took it on.
Oh my god.
I'm
Wow.
incredible. I mean, I have to score this now. So I'm going to do this quick because I think you guys all exceeded my expectations for this task.
Thank God.
Sarah, I know that you're a witch, and you look quite witchy in that photo, so I'm afraid I'm only going to have to give you 1 point. But it's a good effort. I could tell that yours was done quick, RJ, but because it surprised you, I think you get the edge on this one.
Did you say 2 for RJ?
2 for RJ. It's so good from here.
Well,
I'm going to
Olive
give-
never actually got their selfie showed, so like half points.
Yeah, I was gonna say that
Yeah.
they don't get.
I added it in there.
You should have edited your script for Andrew.
But Olive got a car seat headrest cameo. So,
But they had to include the photo afterwards.
alright.
Yeah,
I'm going to
yeah.
jump up to 4 points and give both Olive and JC 4 points each.
Oh,
take that.
Okay.
So that'll be a tie.
That's fair.
I will give
Score
If I'm ready.
I will give Will 5 points because as fantastic as it is, I'm not surprised Will used the Game Boy camera, and I'm not surprised there was nudity involved. But it is
Well, then why does
fantastic.
it get 5 points?
But it is a fantastic picture.
But it wasn't surprising.
Thank you.
It was surprising. I was not exactly expecting that combination, but
I was tempted to send the uncensored version because since it's a Game Boy camera, you can barely make it out.
you're
But
questioning my
then I
judgment, yet
thought-
I haven't even scored you yet. That means you're in the top 3, Sam.
I'm gonna fight anyways.
All right. Anyways,
go home.
well in that case,
I am home already, so I have to.
all right. Well in that case, Sam is also going to get 5 points.
Ooh.
oh,
Okay, I got 5.
Sam's
All right,
going to get
Lynn.
5 points for disrespecting the Taskmaster, but it was a good picture, so you still get 5. And that leaves, I'm going to give, even though it involved nudity, the amount of effort and, I mean, it's just a fantastic photo. Lance gets 8 points. Nick gets 7 points. That's final. That's my decision. Anyways,
Yeah.
honor the
That was
first
great.
real task of the show. What do we have up first? Olive?
Well, the first task that everybody had to perform was about clothing, and here's the introduction.
Hello, RJ. Hello, Lance.
Hello.
Hello.
Wear as many items of clothing as you can at once.
The items of clothing must be worn and not merely carried.
Most items of clothing on your person after 10 minutes wins. Your time starts now. What the fuck is wrong with you?
So yes,
All right.
everybody had to wear as many items of clothing as they could at the end of 10 minutes. We all did this. I don't know what else to say, Miles.
Roll the first clip. Who do we got first?
First up, I don't remember. Let me look. First up is Will.
oh god.
Oh, this is already wildly uncomfortable. You okay with me taking my pants off? It's gonna be easy. I don't have socks. I mean, I do have socks. This feels like a big old diaper, and I don't like it. Do I have to button them up, or can I just wear them as like a jacket kind of deal?
All the information you need is on the task.
Son of a bitch. This sucks. So I feel like a baby walking around in a big fucking diaper. Oh, it's so uncomfortable. Oh my god. My waist is so tight. I can barely fucking walk.
That's what she said? You have 1 minute remaining.
Yo, there it is.
10 seconds.
10 seconds remaining. Thank you, Will.
Do you want to see how many clothes I put on? I feel like an Oompa Loompa. God.
I have some statistics to throw at you guys for that task. Will said, I hate this, or some variation of I hate this 4 times. Will said that he felt uncomfortable at least 8 times. And Will said that he felt like he was wearing a diaper 3 times. Over the course of 10 minutes.
I don't even remember saying that many times.
The statistics don't lie, mate.
The footage doesn't lie. And Olive is currently doing something, so I will say that Will managed to get 35 items of clothing on in the 10-minute period. You guys are applauding, but you guys don't know how, like, everyone else
Hey, man.
did,
It's the effort.
Alright. Anyways,
I think I did ass.
Alright, who's gonna be next up, Olive?
Next up will be me and RJ.
Oh boy.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can put on a bra and underwear. That's 6. That's a start. But I'm gonna put them on in the closet because you don't need to see all that. Another jacket. And then we're gonna put on another jacket.
Is there a certain strategy you have?
Yes. Putting stuff on, obviously. Gotta wear as many pairs of pants as I can. Fucking shit! 1. Gotta look snazzy. Oh, I'm so sorry. 2, 3, 4, 7. Why does this guy not want to go on? Okay, I think a $200 winter coat really seals the deal. Fuck. I'm going to die of heat stroke, and it's going to be on camera. Oh, shoes! Shoes! Fuck, I'll be back. You have 1 minute remaining, RJ. And we're gonna sit here. Bye. 1. Oh god. And 2. 2 shoes. My foot is in the heel part, it counts. Y'all listen to modern baseball? That's fine.
It's all about the mix. Yeah, go
Thank you, RJ.
You're welcome. Yeah, so RJ did stand there for a minute at the end. You could have been putting on clothes in that time, RJ.
I couldn't move. I have the numbers.
Olive also wore Dash at one point.
I did, but I had to put him down.
Yeah, so the cat was not worn.
Clothing.
Well, Olive didn't end up wearing it, so. And I wouldn't have counted it anyways. So our scores there are 32 for Olive and 36 for RJ. So we're all in the same ballpark right now.
Yeah.
Who do we got next, Olive?
Next up is going to be my phone not working. I'm sorry. Next up is going to be Nick and Lance.
Yo!
So here it is.
Yeah.
I'm not showing you this part. I'm taking off my pants so I can fit more thin layers on first. I got this on now.
Thank God we're the same fucking size, Miles. Oh my god!
5 underwears. Now I'm gonna take the belts. Do belts count?
I've realized a mistake. I've realized a big mistake here. I'm going with it. Oh my god, I've limited my mobility so much.
It's getting tight. It's getting real tight. 6 t-shirts.
Ooh, mama. Yeah. No, I can't lose anything.
Come on, use the button.
Are you wearing the items of clothing?
Yes, I am. I am wearing clothes. It's not the traditional way, but I am wearing them.
Oh God. Got another what am I doing with the hanger? It's the jacket, I mean.
Put a bullet in my head, in my head, in my head. Put a bullet in my head. Pull the trigger. Black.
I got one of these flat caps.
10 seconds remaining.
That's not gonna work.
Go.
I also have my wrist brace.
Time.
That's time.
Thank you, Lance.
Check me out.
You look great.
All right. So a bit more of a chaotic approach there from one Lance Shaner, I think. I think that's wearing the clothing. You know, I think you put yourself the most in it in terms of physical effort. So I think I'm gonna count it.
Okay.
By the end of it, you were wearing. So I'll first say Nick's score. Nick managed to get 40 items of clothing on. So currently in the lead. Lance managed to get 52. But Lance was also wearing 2 hangers, and I'm not going to count that as items of clothing. So actually 50.
That's fine. I'm fine with that. The hangers were just crossfire. It's fine.
You were wearing hangers?
I was busy.
See, I didn't think just throwing things on around myself would count as
God, that would have been so much easier.
Lance didn't think of the consequences or like just taking the items of clothing off the hangers. So by the end of it, 2 hangers were in that mess.
And I'm completely fine with you not counting them.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna have to see some more people before we make a judgment. How about we see JC and Sam?
JC and Sam. Well, luckily they're next.
Oh, perfect.
I'm gonna pass out. I'm gonna take my glasses off.
I am not looking forward to taking these off afterwards. Skirt! Do you think Stonefire will sue us for wearing the shirt with their logo on it? There's potential.
Oh, my butt's too big for the skirt now. How to stretch out clothes 101.
I can't believe I had to go back in the closet for this.
Sonic boxers.
I don't know if it's worth buying the pants on. Hey.
I have Will's underwear. I can put on Will's clothes. Oh my god.
Can you imagine how much easier this would have been if I chose to wear like a Noel Fielding full jumpsuit?
Is this what it's like getting ready for the winter when you're living in the snow? Is this what it feels like? This is a scarf.
Maybe I do need to be honest. I need somebody to talk to.
You can provide a laugh track if you would like.
Yes.
I am slowly dying of heat stroke. Yes, okay.
I'm cosplaying as Olive. This is about as far Olive can get most normal people socks on. Thanks.
15 seconds.
It's never been so hard to put on a flannel in my life. I'm gay. This shit amazing.
Get on my head! Okay, it's over.
Time. Alright, I don't know if you all caught that, but at one point Sam says, I can't believe I had to go back into the closet for this.
I did.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, Sam was spitting out one-liners and was sad that Olive and I were deadpanning them, so I decided to provide a laugh track.
I was really uncomfortable.
Anyways, how about some scores on that? Well, I would say at the end of that, JC was also wearing a hanger, so we're not going to count that. But by the end of that, JC had 50 items of clothing.
Oh, fuck! What?
And by the end of that, Sam had 50 items of clothing. We have a 3-way tie at the top. And anyways, so our last one, we have one person remaining.
And that is Sarah.
Hi. Should have left my room messy. I would have had more clothing to get into. You know what? You said wear them. You never said correctly, so. Making 2 nice little shops. And then I gotta be this one for Colorado because it's supposed to snow in 4 minutes. And really, only 4 minutes? And this is taking a lot longer than I thought. Have you guys seen my Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
Seen both of them.
Hell yeah. I feel like, what's her name? Violet?
I think so.
Violet, right? The freaking blueberry. At least I'm not a bitch, though. Hey, this one's tied. I'm gonna die of heat stroke. It's fine. I'll be right
You have
back.
1 minute remaining, Sarah.
Cool. I have too much shit in this house. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's time.
I think the scarf.
All right, now it's the final person. So, that's the closed task, and our final score for Sarah was, the score to beat is 50. We have a 3-way tie with JC, Lance, and Sam. The score was 50 to beat. Sarah got 54 items of clothing. Which means...
She didn't even cheat like Lance did.
Which means that Sarah is the winner of the task with 8 points. We have a 3-way tie for second for 7 points for Lance, JC, and Sam. With 4 points, Nick, 3 points to RJ, 2 points to Will, and 1 point to Olive.
I think I need to own more scarves. To do this.
Yeah, really.
Likewise. All right, well,
Fair enough.
that's that. I'm tired of this task. Let's move on to the next one.
Alright, well, in the next task, everybody was really just, I don't know, they were like playing around.
Boo.
Hello, JC.
Hello.
It's a cat with no eyes. What the fuck is it?
Write and perform a scene from a play.
You may use whatever materials you see fit.
Most entertaining play wins.
Your time starts now. Okay.
You have 35 minutes.
I don't know any plays, man.
Small hand right here. Face the camera.
RJ!
Can I get a Mogus? I don't know. Is there a way I can reach a Mogus?
But I want to kind of do like a theatrical and dramatic soap opera love story. That's what I'm thinking.
I'm probably going to need more actors then.
Wow.
Do you want to be in my play? I'm writing a play.
You ready?
Yeah. You hear that call? You're gonna be in my play.
What's it about?
All right. Well, I was here for the filming of all of these, and I'm very excited to see the finished product. I have not seen these yet, like the pictures. Olive has so kindly prepared all of the plays, and has chosen an order that I do not know. So, who are we seeing first?
Well, just to give you guys a primer on the plays, I put myself first because I'm the editor and I make the rules.
Oh, hey, Alexa. Why am I so alone?
According to Wikipedia, I Alone is the second single from Live's album, Throwing Copper. The single was released to radio stations in Canada and the United States, but was only released commercially overseas. It reached number 6 on the Billboard Modern Rock Tracks chart. The song was ranked 62nd best song of the 1990s by VH1. Liv performed I Alone at the Woodstock 99 Festival on July 23, 1999 in Rome, New York.
Oh, that's just great. Thank you so much for the support, girl. But Alexa, what's the weather in Venice, Italy like today?
Right now in Venice, Italy, it's 50 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly clear skies. Today's forecast has intermittent clouds, with a high of 63 degrees and a low of 50 degrees.
Beautiful!
Wow, I sure hate women.
Oh, hi, Greg. You're my boyfriend.
Yeah, whatever.
Do you want to go to Venice with me?
No.
Let's go! Wow, Greg, it's so
50 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly clear skies.
outside.
Fuck off, bitch.
Go away, Greg. You're the worst ever.
Okay, bitch.
I am here now. I am Chungus.
Charcuterie. What are you doing here?
No, I'm Chungus. And I love you.
Oh, cool. Let's go sex it up.
Yeehaw, baby. Wow, great sexing, baby.
You were the man with a question mark that I always needed.
Thanks. Greg, did you fuck that man?
Yeah, but I was already bi, so...
No, that's disgusting.
Well, you have a closed mind and questionable morals.
Turns out they were homophobic.
Don't be homophobic.
Don't be homophobic.
This is all just a PSA.
I don't think I can think of a better opening.
Very well done.
Man, I hate well done.
Very well done.
I've watched that about 10 times in the process from like editing to putting this together to everything. And that was the only time it was funny.
Well, yeah, it was fantastic. So, strong start. Let's see who's next. Who's next?
Yes, the next person up will be a certain Mr. Starkey.
Kill me.
What are you doing playing with your food, Eeyore? What's that? An angry ice cream fell down the... Oh, you! You want to say that to my face? You want to say that to my face? It seems like the angry ice cream has fallen down the well, Eeyore. Whatever shall we do?
I'd rather sit here, distract myself from the sins of the world.
Before I pulverize your face with this here enchanted wrench. Could be somewhere around here. You see the well. Oh, that was not the well, Eeyore.
I'm sorry.
My strong intuition is telling me this must be the well. There she blows, Eeyore. And so all we need to do is look inside. Let's see if it's too dark out here. Watch my back, Eeyore. Oh, this well is so deep. I can barely tell if there are any attackers on the horizon. Huzzah! I'm Pope Francis, and I'm here to do combat with you. Pope Francis? On guard. Eeyore, shoot! Not if Patrick has anything to say about it. He's become too strong. Take it. Ice cream is done for. Eeyore.
I wasn't hurt, I just wanted to look down.
Sweep the leg. Enchanted marshmallow powers. Eeyore! You should be dead! What are you doing? Oh, ah! Eeyore!
Yeah?
Where be the ice cream?
Who knows?
Search the ruins of the well. It must be in there. Did you find it? Old Lassie was never wrong about anything before. Maybe that dastardly wizard, warlock, villain, evil person has it on his person.
What's that, Lassie?
Can she sniff it out?
Oh, I think she can. She's got some.
She's got something on the. What's this? Yeah. It's the angry ice cream. You don't want to know. Look at how angry it is. This is a prize worthy of only the finest heroes of the land.
Not me.
Okay. Today we feast. It's so angry. I think we should go home, Lior. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I want to say a quote from the play. Nick asked, it's like, what are you doing, Eeyore? Distract myself from the sins of the world. I wasn't sure you guys heard that, and I thought it was a fantastic addition.
That was my favorite part.
It was.
That's a good addition.
Yeah, so it was a classic D&D style quest to get the angry ice cream from the well and fight off Pope Francis.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys saw, but I actually crossed out the vanilla flavor with a red Sharpie and wrote angry on it instead.
I saw that. That's fantastic. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Who's next?
Well, next up, not well, that was Nick's play. Next up is going to be JC.
Oh no.
Oh, thank God.
Oh no! A body! How convenient! I was murdering in the same house! Sir. More blood! Sir? Sir, are you awake? Whew. Man, that's some hard work right there. Okay. I'll call the police. Do. Police! I found the body. Never mind, he blinked! Yes, police. Bold of you to assume I killed the body. Oh, shit, they're on their way. Are you awake? Wake up! Okay, I gotta make it like he is alive. Up. Get up. Get up, baby. Okay. You alive? Okay. Good. Stay there. You have one job. I'm only a petite woman. You gotta work with me here. Okay. Stay. Pretend you're drunk. No, you spilled the water. Just ignore the chlorine. Okay. And you... I gotta pretend you killed yourself, okay? Whoa. A murder scene. Or is he drunk? No, Jerry, he is dead! What a shame, right? Sorry, dead body. This can't be the murder weapon, it's too obvious. The gun's not bloody enough. Sir, are you awake? No, you're still dead. Is this alcohol? Smells like chlorine. Chlorine poisoning!
Okay, is that all?
I mean... Write a paragraph from a scene from a play. I mean, I hate losing. I'm sorry, man. No more Taskmasters. I'm the ultimate winner player.
Winner.
That was pretty creative with the.
Winner.
No wonder. How long did it take for the blood to come out?
It was so long.
I will say,
she shot this, and sometimes she would just run back inside, hands covered in like that fake blood, and for months I wondered what the fuck that was for.
it took a good 2 days to get the blood out of everything.
Yeah.
And it's still not quite out of that shirt. I love the meta twist at the end. I thought it was. I thought it was quite a good performance from me as a corpse. Well, thank you. I enjoyed that one as well. Who's next, Olive?
The next one is going to be Will Dangeria.
Yay! Hey gamers, I gotta go to the little gamers room. Be right back. Oh no! Who turned out the lights? Oh no! Miles is gone. Oh my god, Miles is really gone. Oh, whatever will I do?
You're coming with me.
No, but I didn't murder the boy.
Did you do it?
I didn't. I was pooping. You've got to believe me, sir.
Let's see about that.
Are both sides ready to present?
The prosecution is ready. We believe that Will is guilty of murdering Miles, and we have evidence to present.
Objection! I have proof and evidence. Will didn't do it. The toilet didn't stink. And what's more, this controller was found lodged inside the skull of Miles.
There's no way Kirby would do that. He is a good, round boy. He would never murder. Kirby, tell him you didn't. You would never commit a crime like this.
Boyo!
That's not the Kirby I know. You're an imposter. It's the imposter.
Alright. I see the clear Ace Attorney influence.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
Rat best.
Toyo.
Toyo.
That was Miles.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I just want to see the next one. I'm enjoying this a lot. I just want to keep watching these. I could do this all night.
Well, unfortunately, we've only got a few more. However, the next one is going to be Sarah.
No.
Oh, the magic. Oh,
I can't stop this feeling deep inside of me. Girl, you just don't realize what you do to me.
Oh, hello, my friend. Are you here to help me summon the water? Then let us begin! Are you ready? In we go. Where's that then? Now we begin. Book picks, come we begin.
Did it work?
Oh. 1, 2, 3. Goodbye, old friend. Hello to the new. What? What do you mean you don't like me? No! How could this be? I've become the Vulpix. Oh. Well, at least I got what I wished for. But how do I turn back? What do you mean I can't? No!
Holy shit.
Olive, what was with the music on that?
Well, JC, or not JC, I'm sorry, you're JC.
Sarah.
Sarah did request to me the specific music to be used, and so
Okay.
I put in the music that Sarah requested. Do you think that pulled it off, Sarah?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. I'm very glad that was the way you wanted.
I like the little nudges you did on the Pokeball.
That was funny.
Yeah.
Well, it can't roll on its own. And it takes 3 times before it steals, so I'm the Pokemon.
I enjoyed that one as well. I'm seeing a theme of video game references coming up. What a surprise. Let's see the next one. What do we got next,
Well,
Olive?
the next one didn't have a video game reference, however, it did have some movie references. This is RJ's.
I see you people with captures on the bark of the shoulder. I watch sea beams glitter in the dark near the Tannhauser Gate. All those moments will be lost in time, like tears in rain. Time to die. I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer. Fear is the little death that brings total obliteration. I will face my fear. I will permit it to pass over me and through me. And when it has gone past, I will turn the inner eye to see that it is past. Where the fear has gone, there will be nothing. Only I remain. Fear.
I'm not proud of that one.
That was fantastic.
Proud of the music taste, though.
It took RJ all of I gave everyone 35 minutes to do this. It took RJ all of 10. That was kind of a theme throughout RJ's tasks, I noticed. But I enjoyed it. Thank you.
One thing that I will note, I apologize, RJ, if I edited that incorrectly. Miles brought it to my attention after I had edited it, but before it was released. He had not seen it beforehand, but he mentioned to me when I told him briefly that I had shown you during that second part that it was supposed to be the tiger speaking. So I apologize for messing that up.
I mean, you gave it a different angle to it. It made me look like I was having 2 different personalities and I was talking to a small tiger.
That's kind of how I read it before
Is that
I realized.
the plot of it now? All right, it was fantastic. Let's see who's next. We only have 2 people remaining.
We do only have 2 people remaining, and the next one is not Lance. Jesus fucking Christ.
Hello, my name is Amy, and I lead a really hard life. I have lived 2 years long, and every waking moment is absolutely terrible. I'm here to take you through the tour of my life. I started out my days as a stray cat on the street. It was July and it was really cold, and I was miserable. But a few days after I was born, I got arrested and taken to jail. I spent a couple days in jail. After spending 2 days in jail, somebody came and picked me up. I reached my little hand out and grabbed them, and I screamed. And they decided that that was cute. My pain and suffering was cute, and they chose me. Now you're dead. The past 2 years of my life have been nothing but pain. I scream every fucking day, begging to be released from this hell, and yet these stupid, naked, 2-legged cats think I'm just screaming for fun and giggles. They grab me off the ground and hold me, and I beg to be released, and I stare at them, and still, they never get it. It's been 2 fucking years.
Fuck! They will never understand.
Oh, look at her. She's looking out the window. She's watching TV.
Fuck! Fuck! God, let me fucking go!
What are you screaming for?
Jesus, when will you understand?
My little gamer girl, I can't fucking understand you.
Fuck off!
The initial fuck is what sold the entire thing for me.
A heartbreaking piece about the struggles of the average house cat. And our wonderful little Avie.
I liked that one a lot.
I mean, yeah, it was fantastic.
It moved me to tears.
I'm so fucked.
We have one person saved for last. I wonder why that could be.
Shut up!
No! It's crazy. I just started editing Lance's play, and then I blacked out for approximately 30 minutes, and suddenly it was at the end of this playlist.
It is I, Biff. I am here to capture you with Scamp. Yes, I am also Scamp. Woo! Scamp is here to fuck you up. We're gonna capture you. No, I don't want to be captured. Oh! Scamp is, Bump is now captured. What do we do? What do we do with them now, Scamp? I don't know, Biff. We should just fucking kill him. All right, Biff, let's kill him. Ooh. Yes, we've done it. Pump is now dead. Yes, could you? Holy shit, I'm doing the splits, yo. Yo, that's awesome, Scamp. Whoa! Holy shit, I lost a leg. Hold on, let me just... Now that he's dead, Biff, what are you gonna do? Let's kick his ass off the thing. Oh, he's fucking dead. Yeah! Now what do we do? Oh, it is I, the older brother. Cramp is here to kick your ass. Boo! Holy shit, I left his leg. Yo! Holy fuck. You've killed my brother. Scamp is now dead. I forgot his name. LA Street Gang! That is my new heroic name! Yo! I'm gonna kick your ass! No, you aren't. You won't kick my ass when I kick yours. Oh! I am now the sole survivor of Biff and Scamp! Couture! Ah, yes! Now that I am LA Street Gang, the winner of the Biff and Scamp, I will now rule the world! Not if I can help it. It is the Crip. Hello, it is I, the Crip. Oh no, he has a bazooka. Oh no! Ah! LA Street Gang is the winner. Oh no! He's fucking dead. Now that I, LA Street Gang, have won, no one is here to stand in my way. Holy fuck, it's a Yoshi. What the fuck is this? Yay! I am now the winner of the Crips and the LA Street Gang. Woo!
He did it to pay off his tax debt.
That tree was That was tree was
I can't believe Provo got a job as a VA.
Where to begin here? It had the same energy as an 8-year-old smashing his toys together.
Yeah. It even had the I forgot what name I gave him, and I'm gonna like he started the fucking thing in a row.
I will give a little bit of behind the scenes on this. As we were recording, Lance had named one of the characters Crip, and so I made an offhand comment while I was filming. It's like that's an LA Street Gang, and all Lance heard was LA Street Gang, and decided to name a character LA Street Gang.
Yeah. Can I add one more thing?
Yes.
Those were all mine, except for maybe the Yoshi. All of those were mine. That's why there was salsa on the other one. Remind me to never let you touch my shit ever again.
Dear Lord.
I think when editing that, there was not a single time, and again, I watched all of these several times because I had to do everything hiding it from Miles. There was not a single time that I could stand with a straight face through. It is, I am the Crip. That was, I am losing it.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry.
I can't even remember what my qualifications for rating this task was. Best play.
I believe you might have said it most entertaining.
Most entertaining play. Oof, that's good news for you. Let's see. I'm going to...
I put eyeliner on my face, and I couldn't get it off for 15 minutes after this, and Lance is gonna get it for pouring salsa on my tail.
Well, that's because you got shit makeup remover.
I don't have any.
Go get some.
I don't put makeup on.
All right.
Well,
All right. Good news, everyone. I'm not going to give anyone just 1 point. I'm also not going to give anyone just 2 points. I'm going to start... I'm going to have to do this quick or else it's never going to get done. I'm going to give 3 points to Sarah because I enjoyed it, but I found the music choice a little bit confusing. But I still very much enjoyed this play. I will also be giving 3 points to Nick because it was a little incoherent, but your co-stars were great, and I loved some of the details, like the angry ice cream. I'm gonna give 4 points to RJ for the monologue. I thought it was pretty entertaining. I'm going to give 5 points each to Olive and JC.
Thank you.
I enjoyed the twist in JC's a lot, and I thought Olive's had a good message. The 3 most entertaining plays were Sam's, Will's, and Lance's. I'm going to give... I'm going to give them all 8 points.
The LA Street Gang and the Crips have won.
You can touch my stuff again. That's it. That's final. That's my scores, and we're going to move on to the next one.
The next one is going to be, well, let's just say that some of our contestants got very tilted at the towers.
Hello, Will.
Hello.
Hello, Sam.
Hi. Oh, fuck.
This is the most threatening part of this whole ensemble.
What are we doing today?
Make the tallest tower that can support this egg.
You may only use the item provided on the table in front of you.
You will be automatically disqualified if your egg breaks.
You must also narrate all your actions in the third person.
Tallest tower wins.
You have 20 minutes.
Your time starts now.
If this egg breaks, my dad's gonna kill me.
You know, I caught a little bit there that RJ said. about narrating the whole task in the third person. Correct me if I'm wrong, all, but not everyone got that, right?
No, in fact, it was only RJ who
Ah.
narrated the task in the third
I was
person.
gonna say, it's like, I didn't have to do that.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
like,
gonna be amazing.
Yeah, you didn't.
I'm so sorry, RJ. It was a clerical error. It won't happen again. So sorry.
It's too late now.
But we'll get to that soon. Because first, I think I want to watch Olive and Nick do the task.
Oh. Well, I mean, I guess I can do that.
All right.
I've got Greek yogurt. Just a cup of Greek yogurt.
What do I use the yogurt for?
A fruit roll-up. A single fruit roll-up. Let's start stabbing. Ooh, so sticky.
Okay. I now have 2 tripods. I'm thinking I'll double them up.
Bite a part out so they stick to the table. Yogurt. I know nothing about. Oh, it's disgusting.
We'll just test out if the egg sits on it. Yeah. Look at this here. Very fancy. You didn't see that. It did not just start tilting.
Maybe I build like a scaffold of some kind with this. Like I stick one down and then I build off of it. Yeah, I guess.
We have a second story now. Might as well beef up the rigidity.
Okay. Didn't break. Didn't break.
You have 1 minute remaining.
1 minute should be all I need.
There it is.
And that's time.
10 seconds remaining.
Egg. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No.
Hands off the tower.
You gotta be kidding me! It just my marshmallow tower! Hey Kyle, look that way for a minute. Oh, look at that. It's fine.
We're gonna need to measure it too. You can take the
It's
egg
totally
off
fine.
if you want for that part.
Okay. Measuring. Well, there's definitely a crack.
Oh boy. So, the items provided for this task, by the way, since we didn't mention it at the beginning, were a box of spaghetti, marshmallows, a fruit roll-up, and a cup of yogurt. Why these items? I thought you guys might find them useful. Yeah, Sarah got a Laffy Taffy because the store didn't have fruit roll-ups, and I don't know why Rite Aid doesn't have fruit roll-ups, but whatever.
Because Rite Aid sucks.
So anyways, honestly, an absolutely devastating moment for Nick.
Heartbreaking.
Yeah, so...
Egg-breaking, more like.
I tested it several times and it was perfectly fine. And then in the last 10 seconds, it decides it wants to fall over.
It is truly a tragedy because your tower was quite impressively built. And you guys took a similar approach with some solid engineering behind it. It's just unfortunate what happened to yours, Nick.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I think we need to move on from that and see someone else. Why don't we catch up on how RJ's handling the third person, and we'll see Sam too.
Oh, okay. Well, very convenient that I happened to put them together.
Oh, perfect.
RJ takes the plain yogurt and ponders the plain Greek yogurt.
What's your strategy?
None. Absolutely none. I am just freewheeling it right now.
This is not going to go well. RJ thinks to himself.
Yes. Oh, the egg has to be on the top. Top?
RJ has found a loophole. RJ remembers Mambo number 5. That's it.
Don't look at me like that. I'm not the one with an engineering degree.
RJ remembers the movie Finding Nemo and how it has nothing to do with the task at hand.
She's interested, but she does not necessarily care for it.
Three, two, one, spaghetti.
That's time. Thank you, Sam.
I don't get to know what it was.
Well, thank you, RJ.
Of course.
Wait, where was your egg?
RJ has found a loophole.
I did find a loophole.
So, Sam and RJ cleverly figured out that the egg did not have to be on top of the tower. The tower just had to support the egg.
Oh. So mine was right on the bottom on top of 4 marshmallows.
How do you feel about that, Nick?
That's something that I definitely didn't do.
And RJ, I think you handled the third person part of that task well. In fact, I think you enjoyed that task more doing the third person.
Oh my God.
So that kind of backfired on me.
You know, Miles, you usually make the quote, but I think I'll make the quote this time. RJ remembers Mambo number 5.
RJ remembers.
Wait, RJ, what made you think of Finding Nemo? Was it the egg and how it was the last one surviving?
Wow, that's deep.
You assume that I know how my mind works. I don't either.
No, you probably know better than I do.
I know how your mind works.
All right. Well, I'm gonna give out some statistics for this. Starting back with our last group of contestants, Olive had a tower that was 10.7 inches tall. Nick's tower would have been 21 inches tall, but unfortunately, he broke the egg. Next, Sam got a tower that was 25 inches tall.
Yay!
And,
About as long as my dick.
And RJ has a tower that's 28.2 inches, currently in the lead. All right, who are we seeing next, Olive?
Next up is going to be Lance, alone again.
Fuck.
That's an interesting case. I've realized my mistake. Oh, that looked cool. Okay, you know what? We're starting over. We're doing this fucking live. Oh, wait. Oh, I realized my mistake. I didn't fully fucking read. Ow! Fuck. On this table. On this table. On this. Okay, I'm done.
Thank you, Lance. Are you ceding the rest of your time?
Yes.
Alright, well, thank you, Lance.
I hate you, motherfucking
Lance, I have a few questions for you.
Yes, hi.
Were you an item provided on the table?
Yes.
No.
What part of that was you?
I was on the table.
You stood on the table. It was
no,
not,
no. When I was,
were
when
you
I
an
opened,
item provided on the table?
Yes, because here's my reasoning. When I opened the task, I saw the items. I was on that table. Therefore, when I read the task with the items provided on the table, I was therefore an item on the table.
Were you provided?
Because I was on the
chair.
table.
You were sitting on the chair.
My hands were on the table. Therefore, I was on the table.
Oh, so then I
So
should
your
have been able to
hands.
use
So your hands
Yes.
are an item.
I am completely fine. Yeah, good on
You were not provided. I
You
provided.
can put yourself
I provided the 4 items on the table and the egg and the task, so you could use the task.
Unless you're made of spaghetti,
I am.
Greek
No, you're
yogurt,
not.
Yeah.
Me and Nick can testify
fruit by the
here.
fruit roll-ups,
I just ate one. Fuck you.
Jason,
then you
can
are
I
not an
buy-
item
can I
provided
buy
on the
a leg
table.
set right
I will reserve from making a full judgment on this until we score points. But for now, Lance managed to get the egg 64.5 inches off the ground. I will not say it was a tower right now, but you got it 64.5 inches off the ground.
There was a tower though.
There sure was a tower, but that wasn't very good, was it? All right. I'm angry. I want to see someone else.
Okay,
Who's
well,
next?
luckily, we've got 2 other people who didn't do anything like that. And their names are JC and Sarah.
Oh.
She kind of at least is giving me some scissors, but you know what? That's why we ladies got nails.
Oh, am I allowed to? I can do whatever I want, right?
Maybe if I heated the bottom of it, it can stick.
So what's your plan, Sarah?
I don't know, but we'll figure it out when we get there.
Stick! Oh, I hate marshmallows plain.
Do we get points for making it with candy? Because I think that's the only thing I'll be good at.
The bottom here is cushioned, just in case the egg does fall. You know what I mean?
This is a better fucking option than being a dumbass and being, oh, yeah, let's not make a mess. Sorry, Bob. We'll deal with the consequences later.
No, that's unstable. What am I gonna do? I don't build. That's Lance's job. And Andrew's. And yours. Build cars. You build them so they don't break. You.
Do I get to eat this when I'm done?
If you'd like.
Fuck. Can I name it?
Yes.
Okay. The tower's name. What's a messy child's name?
Ralph.
Okay, same as Ralph.
I don't think I'm getting points for creating this anymore.
Stritz. Glue.
You have 5 minutes remaining, Sarah.
Cool. I'll cry. It's like a baby. Don't you fucking fall. I will cry.
I just understood the assignment. I just realized that I don't have to make it tall to put the thingy in the egg.
10 seconds.
No!
Hands off.
Okay.
Okay. Hands off. Thank you, JC.
It looks like a weird sea urchin.
I saw it. I saw it. I was gonna say something.
Well, you two both had a kind of chaotic approach and realized within the last 2 minutes that the egg did not have to be at the very top of the tower. Unfortunately, Sarah forgot to put her egg on the tower.
You never said that the egg had to be on the tower at the end.
He said that the tower had to support the egg.
The tower had to support the egg. We proved afterwards that the tower could theoretically support the egg, but I think that's going to have to result in some form of docking points. Not a disqualification. You did not break the egg. Sorry, Nick.
Nick.
But that there will be a penalty for that, I'm afraid. But your tower ended up being 20.25 inches tall. And JC, your porcupine was 14.25 inches tall.
I believe it's pronounced sea urchin.
Sea urchin.
It's sea urchin.
Yeah, the sea urchin.
That I named Ralph.
We've once again saved someone for last.
And, well, there's only one person we haven't seen, and earlier today, he showed us his penis.
This has to be the base. So, oh boy. The tower must support the egg. Are we talking emotionally? Is there any way the spaghetti can emotionally support this thing? Oh god. It's like green cone. He's supported. Oh Jesus. No! Don't fall over now. No! It's fine. Oh no! It's all falling apart. Oh fuck! Oh Jesus! Oh god! This is a bad idea. Oh my god! It is like glue. Yes! I'm doing it. Ah, this one is all over it. Wait, this is the ultra marshmallow. These guys.
Time, hands off.
Haha!
Will, I have a few questions. First question. Why didn't you use the spaghetti?
I'm gonna be completely honest here. That thought didn't even occur to me until I saw the first person use the spaghetti.
JC thought you used the
Just
spaghetti.
now. Just now. I saw. I don't even know who was first, but I saw Nick and Olive. That was who was first. I saw them use the spaghetti and the marshmallows, and I literally, I don't know if you saw it, but I face palmed.
All right. Second
That's what
question.
I realized.
Second question, Will. Why did you build your tower in the shape of a dick?
I didn't even realize that was a thing until like 3/4 of the way through.
I very much enjoyed the marshmallow dick. In fact, I enjoyed it so much that I want to see it again.
Well,
Can we have that?
Luckily for you, Miles, I actually have highlighted only the quality, top, amazing, high-scoring, bestest parts of this task.
fantastic.
For you, and we'll see it now.
Please, God.
All right.
You actually said during the thing. I can't. I just realized. I think I said during that. I think this looks like a massive dick and balls. I just realized.
Well, credit where credit's due. My original idea when I was providing the items with the yogurt was for you to put the egg in the yogurt, so you did that. It was a good way of supporting the egg.
That is one thing that you did.
That is one thing that you did. And your tower, in the end, ended up being 10.25 inches tall. That's all I have to say about that, I think. Do you have anything else to comment? Do you have... Will? Alright. Anyways,
dickhead asshole.
it's time to give out points. Unfortunately, it's tragic, but Nick has to be disqualified because he broke the egg. So 0 points for Nick. I'm so sorry.
Non-poggers.
There's still more rounds to go. Standing on top of a tower, or standing on top of a table and calling yourself a tower.
There was a tower there. I
Yeah,
was standing on a marshmallow at one point.
Unfortunately, you didn't break your egg, so I still have to give you points. As much as I don't want to.
In case you forgot, you also dismantled your tower before doing that.
But it was still, the base was still there.
Lance, you stood on a table. You stood on a table and called yourself a tower. I'm angry about this, but I have to give you 2 points. Next up, because I have to penalize you because you didn't put your egg on the tower. Sarah, 3 points. Miraculously, Will is going to get 4 points.
With all that tongue action.
With the marshmallow dick tower. I think the most tragic part of not the most tragic is Nick, but the second most tragic thing is how well constructed Olive's tower was, and yet it was only a ½ inch taller than Will's.
It sure was.
So 5 points.
I'll take
JC, 6 points.
Oh.
So you had the third highest tower once disqualifications were put in order. Which just leaves the 2 people who seem to understand the assignment from the beginning. The winner of the task is RJ with 8 points, and then 7 points to Sam, runner-up.
So I have a points update for everybody. So we'll start with Nick. Nick has an exceptionally respectable 14 points at the moment. However, that does unfortunately put him in 8th place. Now we do have a joint 6th place. We have a tie at the moment, and that is with myself and Sarah at 15 points. Next up after that is going to be RJ. RJ has 17 points at the moment.
Oh.
Wonderful. Next with 19 points is Will.
Yo!
Very nice, very nice. Then we jump up just a little bit to JC. JC has 22 points at the moment. First to break 20.
Yeah!
And then it starts getting even more of a jump. Next up is Lance
Hi.
with 25 points. And currently in first place, leading the show, is Sam with 27 points.
All right. I want to see
Everybody was
I want to
wrong
see a
predictions.
task where people work together and get along. Do you have that for me, Olive?
Only kind of.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Fuck. Alright, JC, I'll read it to you, okay? You ready?
Improvise a one-word story. The person whose first name comes first in the alphabet will start by saying a word, and
and the other person will say a word to continue the story, with each person trading one word back and forth until the person chooses to end the sentence.
The end of a sentence is signified by saying full stop before the next word during your turn.
Your story must be at least 3 sentences long. Best story wins.
You have 5 minutes.
Your time starts now.
All right, so it's one-word story between the teams. So one-word story, of course, one person says a word, the other person says a word. They try and make a sentence and a story out of it. They say full stop to end the sentence.
Miles. Pizza.
Pasta.
Salad. All right,
Full stop.
and then that's how it works. And
Who are we seeing first?
First up, we're going to see Nick and Sarah.
Once
Upon
a
time
there
was
a
small
llama
that
Video lag.
found
a
magical
hat
that
was
bright.
okay. Full stop then. So
He
decided
to
kill
his
roommate
with
a
rusty
knife. Full stop.
authorities
Couldn't
find
the
body.
however
All
the
blood
was
green.
because
The
llama
poisoned
the
hat.
with
Raw. Okay, full stop. The
authorities
were
investigating
the
blood
for
evidence
of
the
broccoli
culprit
who
turns
blood.
green. Full stop.
There we go, green. Full stop.
Of course, I guess I had to stop it.
And that's time. Thank you.
Wasn't there broccoli on the end of the third sentence?
I think there was. What happened was the Discord call was quite laggy, which is why there was some fun fun editing I did for that. Honestly, it was kind of funnier just ending with raw. On that sentence.
Poison raw.
So I think I followed that story. If you guys want to like clarify a bit for me, it involved a magic.
Was poison, right? And he used he put the hat on his victim.
Was there
and it
poison
poisoned
on the
the
rusty
victim
knife?
and turned it green. But authorities got confused because there was a broccoli culprit on the loose that turns blood green, and they thought it was him.
I see.
That's my train of thought.
Okay. Well, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that story. I thought, one-word story is never going to be completely coherent, but I thought that was pretty good. How about we see Will and JC?
Oh, well, I can do that.
Oh, cool.
Onion.
San
The pillow.
is
Going.
into
A.
coma.
Full stop. Minecraft. Is that 2 words or 1 word?
That's 1 word.
Okay, so Minecraft
Steve
is
helping
creepers
explode
houses
by
eating
feces.
full stop.
All right. Next sentence.
I hate this.
Thanks.
Computer.
Comma.
Keyboard.
Comma.
Andrew.
Is
Best.
anime.
Waifu.
Full stop. He
Is
underage. Full stop. However,
he
is
okay
with
anime.
titties.
Yay!
Wow.
Thank
You.
hentai. Full stop. 10 seconds. Another sentence. Google.
Did
Atrocities.
Time.
Yes.
Yes.
I think I kind of lost the plot on that one. Oh, okay.
So we decided to go a different route. At first, well, we wanted to tell a couple of different stories.
Yes, about Andrew being an underage waifu.
Yes, he was an underage anime waifu, but he is okay
with anime titties
with
and
hentai
hentai porn.
Yeah. And we felt we needed to thank that.
All right.
And Google, man.
Yeah, Google did
Who would have guessed?
That is true.
Because of the hentai porn.
Yeah. Well, Google led
You can Google that.
Andrew to becoming underage. That's the atrocity.
You are so lucky Andrew is not there in New York right now.
I think I've heard enough, and I wanna hear our next story. How about Olive and Sam?
Oh, well, this is the only time that we've ever had a fight.
Sarah
Walked
in
the
door.
and
Juliet,
said,
open quote, OMG,
"You're
here
this
is
the
best
gay
day oh
ever." End quote.
Exclamation point.
Before the end quote.
Yeah. You know, grammatically correct exclamation point. Sarah
Moves
in
towards
Juliet
and
kisses
her.
Full stop. Today.
Let's
Move
in
together.
Yay.
Exclamation point.
End quote.
They
Asked
the
U-Haul
what the fuck are you doing?
is
Outside?
Question mark? End quote.
They
Went
to
see
a
the U-Haul.
oh, but fucking we are not on the same wavelength.
They're
here.
U-Haul lesbians
That
on
doesn't
Christmas and they're
literally
moving
mean
in
that.
together.
I thought they
Well,
were
that's what makes it funny.
comma and
Proclaimed
it's
Christmas.
exclamation point end quote. I think we're done.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're done.
Well, thank you all. Thank you, Sam.
All right, that worked out. Gay Christmas.
I thought that was a pretty comprehensible story! Exclamation point! End quote.
It was not pre-planned. We sat there for like one of our 5 minutes discussing how we were gonna, because you know we were wearing our gay Christmas sweaters, about how we were gonna write about gay Christmas U-Haul lesbians, and that's what the story was about. And we were clearly not on the same page because all of us confused about the U-Haul part.
Yeah,
and it's like, what the fuck is confusing about U-Haul lesbians?
Because I understand the
Here
term
we go
U-Haul
again.
lesbians, but it means lesbians that it's the trope of lesbians getting together and moving in together very quickly after they start a relationship.
Yeah, well,
Sam
what are you
wanted
gonna-
to do a comedic thing that I think is really funny that I didn't notice at the time, but they wanted an actual U-Haul to be involved.
Well, what else are you
Well,
gonna
I think
move
that
with?
the story ended up being quite coherent and
Thank you.
enjoyable.
And it went with Olive's theme of don't be homophobic.
And to contrast the coherence of that story, let's see Lance and RJ.
Strap in, everybody! This is gonna be a long one!
Oh shit!
Okay, here it goes.
Oh no.
And you
Chucky Cheese is my father, and he was very beautiful. He was gay. Full stop. My dog hated atheists and Christians and Jews relatively equally. Full stop. Chucky is unhelpful in dog holocausts. stop.
Why
Are
dogs
my
fucking
favorite
thing
to
exist?
full stop. Jesus
Was
a
friend
of
mine. Abraham
Lincoln
was
my
fucking
mother.
ah! Oh, stop!
Ska music
Is
my
most
like
gay.
Spotify.
Full stop. I'm having a stroke. Jabibus.
Twinkie House.
Full stop. Legos.
My
Ego. Comma.
Familiar.
She
You
come
and
go
you
come
and
go.
boy.
Full stop. Lovin'.
George.
He.
Stanza.
Oh my god. Why?
Elaine.
Yo.
Seinfeld.
Feet.
Toes.
Yo.
Purple.
Hitler.
Kramer. Danny.
DeVito.
Tanner.
In.
Full
Gimp.
house.
Babies.
Adam.
Eat.
Sandler.
Holy shit.
Sandals.
Full stop.
The
Elephant.
ends.
In.
Why?
Why?
Yes.
Yo.
Full stop.
Kramer.
Versus
Donald.
Kramer.
John
Mulaney.
is
My
father. What the fuck, you guys?
I have never seen anything closer than that to what it was like to work with Lance for 2 fucking years.
There was a story happening in the beginning, but we strayed from that.
And it was at least 3 sentences.
But there was a story.
It was at least. I think one of my favorites was Jabibus Twinkie House.
I did like Jabibus Twinkie House.
What I have to say about that is one thing I noticed was that RJ just says what they want to say sometimes. It doesn't matter what Lance says. If RJ's thinking of something, then that's what's going to come out. So we end up with now I can't even remember.
George is Costanza.
Yeah. So
I was trying to continue, but it just keeps.
Adam the Sandler, I believe, was one of them.
He said Costanza, and I shut down.
Yeah. Kramer versus Donald Kramer.
It was supposed to be Donald versus Donald Trump.
Kramer versus Donald Kramer. John Mulaney is my father. Hi.
Abraham Lincoln is my fucking mother. And with that, Miles, we should probably give them some points.
So many fantastic lines. I gotta give you guys points. I was asking for the best story. In my whole time recording all of this, I didn't laugh as hard at anything as I did. I was on the floor for a good 5 minutes after recording Lance and RJ doing that. But it was yes.
How come you told yourself never to do that again?
Because editing that was hell. I felt like I was losing my mind.
Those subtitles were not.
days, and Miles was screaming. the
Those
whole
subtitles
time.
were not automatic. Miles made every single word of those subtitles by hand in the editing software, one at a time for each part as they pop up.
Dude,
As much as I laughed at that, and as much as I enjoyed that, it was a completely incoherent story. I'm gonna have to give that 1 point, I'm afraid.
Fuck!
1 point to each of them. I'm gonna give this 1, 2, 3, 4 for both members of the team. 2 points. There was some connection between the sentences, but overall, I couldn't really follow the narrative. JC and Will, 2 points each.
Yep. That's fair.
I'm gonna give. This is a little tough. I think something that caused that much discord between you two has to be. I mean, I'm sorry that this task kind of caused some strain in your relationship, but it was a good story. I'm going to give you guys 3 points each.
Thank you. We haven't had sex in years.
And I thought that the most interesting story with the most twists and turns was Nick and Sarah. So 4 points each.
Yeah, you guys definitely have the better story.
All right, on to the next task. You know what? I don't think I've had enough of words yet. I want to get more words.
Well, I really don't like you.
Hello, Lance. Hello, JC.
What is this? Oh,
I'm just gonna predict that it says eat the task.
How much more of the suffering do you have to endure?
Describe Miles in 5 words. A point will be awarded for every word deemed accurate by the Taskmaster.
Any word that is repeated by another contestant will receive no points, regardless of accuracy.
You have 5 minutes.
I'm not gonna say your time to start.
What does the last line say?
Huh?
What does the last line say?
I'm not. No.
Your time starts now.
You ass.
All right. So this is a pretty, a little bit of a complex one, so I'll do a little more explaining. It's, so I asked them to all use 5 words to describe me, the Taskmaster, and if they repeated a word that another contestant said, then that point would get no points. That word would get no points, regardless of accuracy. That's what I meant to say. And so it's about having accurate words to describe me.
Now, unfortunately, we couldn't get the real Taskmaster, Greg Davies, to judge the accuracy of these things, so Miles will have to do.
Yeah. Let's see everyone.
Let's see everybody do it.
It's hard because I have to think about what other people are going to say.
Can it be a hyphenated word?
Could I say them in a different language?
The first thing that comes to mind are like literals, right? Like you're a college graduate, but that's 2 words, so I guess I don't want to do that unless I want to take up a slot, because you're not a college, you're a graduate. I guess I could use graduate.
Crazy.
Masochist.
So gremlin has definitely been used before.
A gremlin.
I have hyphenated sing-along.
Japanese.
Dastardly.
Honest. Creative.
You're an engineer, as I mentioned previously.
Sweaty, no. That's me. Dad. Funny.
Hades.
Chaotic.
What do you think, Kyle, between like devilish or
Dastardly, devilish, man.
Yeah.
That's kind of jacked up calling your friend that.
Miles is brave. Devious was another one.
Jeez.
Fuck. That's not one of the words. Stupid.
Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna put cute, because it's true.
Puking noises.
Thriller.
Silly.
Californian.
So I'm gonna put sadistic for word 3.
Alexa, activate these nuts.
Thoughtful.
Amazing.
Dirt boy.
Spontaneous.
Joyful.
Subaru.
Engineer.
Nope.
I'm gonna do hip cat.
Miles is kind.
I kind of want to wait out the last 4 minutes, and then as it counts down, I'm gonna do the last word.
Enthusiastic.
Increase.
You want to play chess with me? Camera person?
Musical.
Drums.
And drummer.
Legos.
Help me for the last word.
That's it. Ow! I just tried to close the pen on the wrong side.
Alright.
We did play chess.
Motherfucker.
Okay, the last word is chupacabra, an anagram for cunt high udder, penis acclimated, court altered, baby retard, avalanche.
All right, thank you, Lance.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. So yeah, Lance decided to use the full 5 minutes, as did some people.
They also decided to use the full that word.
Hey, that's what I am too. So
yeah. So I have a few questions for some people. I will start by saying that unfortunately there were some repeats, not as many as I was expecting, but both Olive and Will said engineer.
Sorry.
So -1 for both of you, and then
That's okay.
both Lance and Sarah said crazy. I thought it was pretty funny that Nick predicted someone would say gremlin, and Sarah said gremlin.
Yeah.
How about let's start with you, Sarah. So you your other 4 words were gremlin, funny, silly, joyful, and you know what? I think I can give you all of those. So we'll say 4 points to Sarah. Right now, we'll go with let's say JC next.
Oh no.
So JC ended up saying group father instead of dad, which I appreciate, and you know what? Yeah, that's very nice. And I just wanted to comment that JC called me dad and also told me to take off my clothes when we were doing the play.
I believe it.
Just thought you
I
should know,
believe it.
Will.
Understandable.
Don't forget you were in short shorts.
I was in short shorts, correct. JC
You're an
also
attractive
said,
man, Mom.
JC also said masochist, sure. I edited Lance and RJ's task. And enthusiastic, yeah. The ones I have some questions about, thriller. I don't exactly know what you mean.
Can I explain?
Sure.
You're always trying new stuff, like new weird drinks and new foods. I expect that to kind of be like kind of thrilling.
Okay.
And also, you always end up in the hospital.
Sorry.
You know what? I'll take it. The one that I have to, I think, disagree with is spontaneous.
Really?
I don't think of myself as a spontaneous person. I feel like I'm a very planned, sadistic person. And speaking of sadistic, let's move on to Nick, who I purposefully grouped right next to RJ, who very kindly called me honest, brave, thoughtful, kind, and Legos. Versus Nick, whose first 3 words were dastardly, devious, and sadistic.
Yeah. You know, here's my train of thought. I figured one of you assholes was gonna get all mushy and say all the good stuff.
That's what I thought!
So, rather than trying to navigate a minefield of things people could say, I was just gonna say the other side.
Well,
The Portal 2 side, if you will.
Amazingly, RJ was the only person who was nice, so 5 points. No repeats, and you know what? I'll take it. I'll take the compliments. Thank you, Nick. Dastardly, devious, sadistic. Sure. We've played Portal 2 together. I think I should explain HipCat for everyone. My middle name Motoatsu was chosen by my relatives
I figured
in
that
Japan.
was a fun little bit of trivia that not many people
and
would.
it kind of like means HipCat.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a little thing. I'll give you that. And the last one was Help Me, which is also how I feel regularly. So you know what? You can have it. So
you know, I honestly just said that because I was running out of time. But in hindsight, yeah.
All right.
Needs some help.
So I just wanted to confirm that was 4 points for JC, 5 points for Nick, 5 points for RJ.
All right.
Let's go over to you, Olive.
Oh.
Yeah, you repeated engineer, but you got you had musical, Dirt Boy, and Graduate, which are all true. I'm gonna have to argue with you about cute.
Hey, Miles. We've been through this a lot of times. You know how long I wanted to get in your pants. And now I respect you. Well, I respected you the whole time. But now I respect you enough to know that that boundary is not comfortable for me to push. So let me call you cute, goddammit.
Alright, you can have 4 points. Next, okay, Sam. Sam, interestingly, didn't go for adjectives to describe me. Sam went for sing-along, puking noises, Hades, Subaru, and drums. Which I wanted to mention was pretty close to drummer, but which is what Will said, but it's not the same word, so you guys can both have it. So Sam, even though you took an unconventional route,
I do have to say that every time we do the word libs or the dish libs on the dishwasher, I have to ask for the definitions of adjectives, nouns, and pronouns. So
we do play Mad Libs on the front of our dishwasher, although currently it says chlamydia and it hurts. Anyway.
Anyways, so Sam can have 5 points. Leaves. So Will. As I said, I was giving you drummer, Japanese, chaotic, Californian. Yes, 4 points. Which leaves us with Lance.
You mean 5 points for Will?
No, because he repeated
Oh,
engineer.
sorry.
Yeah, I said engineer.
Sorry.
Lance, creative, stupid, amazing. I'll take all 3 of those. You knew it was gonna come to this. What was that?
Chupacabra.
Chupacabra. Did any of those words describe me?
Yes.
Am I a retard avalanche? I'm afraid I'm gonna have to only give you 3 points because what the fuck was that? So that's it. That's all my scores for everyone in that round. And you know what, Lance? I'm sorry to make it up to you. Here's this.
Oh well.
You motherfucker.
Huh? What?
Hello, Lance.
Hi, I'm Lance. Swear to God, if I have to eat these fucking bananas.
No!
Eat as many bananas as you can in 1 minute. Your time starts when you take your first bite. Most bananas eaten within the time limit wins. Give me a bucket. I need a bucket. I want you to know I haven't eaten today, so this will either go really good or really bad. Funny enough, I've never actually eaten a banana, so this will be a new experience.
You've never had a banana?
I'm not gonna deep throat the banana, I swear to God.
This is for the rest of the task. Look away if you feel so compelled.
Oh my God.
I'll mute it for the rest of the task.
I wasn't ready for that.
Sadistic was the right word back there, huh?
Yeah, that works.
Start fresh.
Sorry, I was holding it down.
Wait, hold on. Fuck, it says you. Would you like a banana? Sure.
You have 5 seconds remaining.
There is one more basket using at the end of the.
Oh my god!
Alright, thank you, Lance.
Wait. Yeah.
And you said you wouldn't.
Alright, well, thank you, Lance. Now, let's move on to the next task.
No, I don't even get points for that one.
Nope. Thank you. It turns out that Lance can eat 1 banana in a minute.
Very impressive, if I do say so myself.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna.
Can I have 1 point for that 1 banana?
Here's what I'll do.
Okay.
Do we have anyone else in the audience right now online?
Yeah, I saw what happened. Lance ate a single banana.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is put this up to everyone, including the audience. I will give you somewhere between 0 and 4 points, and that is up to you, your fellow contestants in the audience. Each of you can say a number between 0 and 4, and whichever number has the most votes will win. And if there's a tie, then I will choose the lower number.
Should I fuck off somewhere?
No.
Okay.
Okay. How many bonus points does Lance deserve for that? 4. All right. 1 vote for 4. What do you think?
I think it should be 2.
2 points. How many bonus points for Lance?
Give him a 4 for deep throwing that banana.
How many
1.
points?
It was 1 banana.
0.5.
1.5.
Oh, 2.
Okay, so to your credit, it was your first time eating a banana, and you were hit with a boxing game, so I'll give you 2.
0.
All right, and now we ask our online contestants. Will.
Lance, you're gonna have to convince me, man. Bananas are fucking yummy.
Yeah.
I totally okay.
I
Will.
could have eaten at least 2.5.
Will, I
I'm
fully
gonna
agree.
Give you 1 point for that.
Hold on.
You agree with that?
Hold on.
What?
Will, I do agree. Bananas are fucking amazingly tasty. I couldn't deal with the texture. The texture was what was doing it in for me.
How many points, Will?
Like, genuine.
Oh,
I eat banana flavored things constantly. I just can't have the texture of bananas.
0.
0. And what do you have to say, James? You might be the deciding factor in this. I caught you at a bad time, didn't I?
1.
1.
Wait, can I change my mind real quick?
Wait, what about Nick?
Yeah.
What did you give?
Oh, I said
gave
mine
2
already.
originally.
Oh,
but
okay.
I'll 1.
Did you
Well,
get
1 banana.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did.
Nick said
One
Well,
banana.
it was going to be 1 anyways because there was 3 votes for 2 and 3 votes for 1, so a bonus point.
Whoa,
For
fine.
Lance.
Oh, I'm fine with 1
Alright.
point because I wanted the 1 point.
1 point for
It
1
was
banana.
a task that no one else got. It's a bonus task. You
There-
only get 1 for 1 banana.
There was a bonus task. I did give out, so there were bonus tasks for Lance and RJ as we've seen. I did have 1 more bonus task that I gave to Will, but Will forgot to do it. So
Rip!
Forget to do it.
So
It was the facts one, right?
yeah. So I asked Will for 2 weeks to send me an increasingly aggressive fun fact over Discord every day. And
sent
Lance
4.
and Will forgot after day 3.
Of
So
course he did.
so that didn't end up making it to the show, but it's all right.
And to, well, I would say cleanse our palates, but this might perhaps excite our palates. We have 1 more task that involves consumption.
Oh, Lance.
Hi! Oh, did that?
Oh, RJ.
Hi.
Why? Oh, fancy. Myself a nice task tail.
Make a new cocktail. Alcohol is optional. Most creative cocktail wins.
A bonus point will be rewarded for the largest cocktail.
An additional bonus point will be awarded for the cocktail with the best name.
Wait, how much time do we have for this? It just says time starts.
There's no time limit.
No time limit.
Perfect.
Fucked up tonight.
All right. So it's a pretty simple creative task.
Yeah.
about myself that night.
Make the best cocktail. Make a creative cocktail, I should say, and the most creative cocktail wins. And there was a bonus point for the largest cocktail and a bonus point for the cocktail with the best name. You know what? I want to see JC go first.
Oh, well, that's just wonderful.
I'm gonna sound like an idiot. What's a cocktail?
It's a mixture of drinks.
Mixture of drinks,
To make 1 drink.
and the best cocktail wins.
Yes.
Oh, I already know I'm gonna lose this one. Am I allowed to try it before I serve it?
Yes.
I have nothing. I'm working with nothing here. Have some big lemonade. Have some cranberry juice. That's actually not bad. I hate whiskey, by the way. So this is gonna be interesting. Miles, I hope you appreciate this. I'm sure you don't need this many apples. I'm trying. There. Is how you do it, right?
What's the name of this cocktail?
Figure that part out. Oh shit! I did my best. Enjoy.
All right. I'm gonna try the. Oh shit! I'm definitely enjoying that. Ooh, that's nice. I'm gonna try a bit of apple. Thank you. Well, this is for you.
I open it now?
Yes.
Okay. fastest to drink it. As a memorial. Can I add it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get sick.
Thank you, JC.
That is part of the cocktail.
Thank you.
All right.
I almost threw up, by the way.
Yeah, there was a dramatic second part to that task.
Yes,
Yeah,
as,
fuck you.
As
Yeah.
JC made very clear, the fastest to fastest wins. And by that we mean the fastest to finish drinking your creative cocktail wins the second part of the task. This is considered an effectively separate task,
Yes.
and it gets its own points.
My thoughts went straight to Andrew. I'm like, this man knows how to chug, and I am not as good as him.
So up to 16 points possible on this task.
Up to 16 points for
and
both
and you know, I tried JC's cocktail, and it was actually quite tasty. The oh shit I did my best to enjoy was pretty good.
You did in fact enjoy.
So you know, I want to see some more people do this. Who's next?
Oh, well, I think it might just be Will and RJ.
Let's raid the alcohol cabinet.
We don't have any chickens here, do we?
So we're taking the amaretto, the butterscotch schnapps, and we're taking the peanut butter whiskey, and we're taking the ranchada. Oh, Stugaz.
I'm not really trying to make it taste good. I'm just trying to drink the largest cock. Ooh. I don't know what I'm doing.
I call this Jesus is a thought. I have chlamydia.
All right, it's simple. Call it Coke and ball torture.
Also, rest in peace, headphone users.
RJ, my God.
It's ready.
All right. I'm gonna try your Coke and ball torture.
My Coke and ball torture.
You're right. It does taste like chocolate.
It's weird.
I will enjoy this. Jesus is a thought. I have chlamydia cocktail. Thank you. It's a little confusing, but honestly delicious. All right. Well, if you can come over here for a second, Will.
Okay.
I have something to give you.
Oh shit.
This is for you.
Oh no. Oh god, what is this?
Yeah, buddy!
Oh no!
Drink your creative cocktail, fastest to finish wins. Your time starts now.
You're having dinner with JC's parents tonight, aren't you?
I am having dinner with JC's parents tonight. We're going to friggin' Olive Garden. Oh. It's only what, 2 shots, 3 shots of that? It actually hides the taste of the alcohol really well.
Let time talking.
Oh my god!
There we go.
There's a little bit left.
How was there?
I'm the only one here that hates alcohol.
All right, time.
Thank you, Will.
Thank you.
All right. So I forgot to mention the ingredients. The ingredients are such an important part of each cocktail. And with JC's, the ingredients were lemonade, cranberry juice, LaCroix, Jack Daniels, apples, and salt around the rim. So pretty nice. Will kept it pretty simple with Coca-Cola and peanut butter screwball and a little parsley garnish, and that is an actual drink, as RJ can confirm.
Wait, is it seriously?
Whiskey Coke, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was really fucking good. I
Yeah,
want more of that.
it did legitimately taste like chocolate. It was quite tasty. And then RJ made a milkshake with cookies and cream ice cream, milk, peanut butter screwball, rum chata, butterscotch schnapps, and amaretto.
And milk.
I said milk, but
Oh,
yeah. It's a milkshake, and it was a very tasty. Jesus is a thought. I have chlamydia. Rest in peace, headphone users. Cocktail. And Will just wanted the pun of coke and ball torture.
That's a valid name.
Which is fair enough. Who's next?
Well, next up is going to be another couple.
You know, I bet we'll get a lot of points for using G Fuel. I don't think anyone else, unironically has G Fuel at home. This is what it looks like. It kind of reminds me of a lava lamp.
This is Red in Temptation, a nice chocolate if you wish to partake in a little snack. It is made from Kettle One vodka and also our cherry lemonade, mixed with our nice Coca-Cola and some strawberries.
So what are we calling this? What are you calling this?
Is that your vodka from your party? The one that I got for my birthday that I never opened.
Lava lamp fuel.
Liquid. Lava lamp.
Lava lamp fuel.
No watch for the
Strawberry? That's lovely.
Yay! Glad you like it.
I don't know. I don't know if that's the final name.
What the heck? Ooh, that's the best cocktail I've ever had.
Dennis, do you hear that?
Oh, thank you. Drink your creative cocktail. Fastest to finish wins your time starts.
Oh, dude. Oh, I gotta down this now.
Oh fuck, this is how people get drunk so quickly, isn't it?
I'd like to mention that I never ate that entire day. Oh.
I think same here.
I wish the taste was a bit more consistent.
Is that the entire drink?
The chaser.
Alright. I don't know if you timed that, but it's gone now. It's just ice.
Well, thank you, Sarah.
I should have had chocolate first.
All right. Yes. So
You did it with style, goddamn.
I found a new thing
Yeah.
about myself. I am highly emotional. Very.
Presentation was nice on yours.
yeah, very
Yeah, it was really good.
very nice presentation. What was the name? Red in Temptation.
Red in Temptation.
Okay. It had Coca-Cola, Svedka vodka, cherry lime, more vodka, strawberries, and chocolate. And honest to God, the best tasting one of the bunch.
We kept the recipes in part so that if anybody wants to make
It was shockingly good for the combination of items in there. And then Nick, I couldn't taste, but your mom said it was the best cocktail ever. It contained orange soda, vodka, G Fuel, and ice.
Yeah.
What flavor G Fuel?
It was like a lychee.
Really?
Yeah. You said it was a different flavor with every sip, right?
It was weird. Yeah.
All right.
It was really fruity at first, and then really strong in the next swig, and then it was a trip. It was like not only did it look like what you'd see inside of a lava lamp, but it also made you like trip out, kind of like one.
Well, I quite enjoyed it, and you know it's been really nice seeing. I'm surprised how composed you all have been, and how nice all these cocktails have been.
I called Nick after you guys left because I was that drunk.
Amazing, but yours was a well put together cocktail. You know, all of yours were.
Oh, no.
I kind of want to change that.
Oh.
Can we see yourself and Lance?
Oh, well, I guess we can.
Ooh, it is I, the Taskmaster.
The biggest cocktail. Does it have to be good?
No, I will be trying your cocktail.
So it doesn't have to be good.
Tequila.
Butterscotch. I want you to not see
I have a great idea for most creative cake tail. We're gonna put the raw ingredients minus the egg for safety reasons. I could fry an egg. There is a bonus point for the Lord. Oh yes.
All the information you need is on the tab.
Shut up, door miles.
Get that boy nice and hot. Frying is a hot action, and hot action is what you're gonna get after you drink a couple of these cake tails.
It's alcohol. It is alcohol. Oh my god, Miles is gonna get fucked up.
That's too much, but that's okay. Maybe it's not enough. I've never fried an egg.
Whatever this is.
It's spurging. Oh god. And there you are.
Shall we try it at the table?
Unfortunately.
Alright, Tobias.
Can you tell me what your cocktail is called?
The bestiality.
What's the name of it?
You know, I'll call it the cake tail.
The cake tail.
Because it's got cake in it.
All right. It looks horrific.
It does.
And but also strangely beautiful.
Thank you. I agree in both fronts.
I want you to take a sip first. Don't tell me what you think's in there. Don't look at the color. Don't look at the color.
That's nice.
Would you like to see the... What do you think was in there?
I got a chunk of something. It's not as horrific as you think it is.
Can I try it?
I think a lot of it has to do with the sugar. I taste the peanut butter whiskey.
Yes. So we have everything in this pile has been used. Fish sauce, chocolate syrup. Then we got the oyster flavored sauce.
I want you to have this right now.
You slimy bastard.
Someone's driving me home tonight.
Drink your creative cocktail. Fastest to finish wins. Your time starts now. Do I have to eat the egg? Oh, good lord. It smells and tastes more like egg the further down you go. Can you pass me the salt and pepper? Tastes good though. Thank fuck. I really don't want to drink that. That's just egg yolk, chocolate, and rum chata. I'm probably gonna do it, but I think I would rather be shot.
Done! Well, thank you, Lance. I'll count that.
No, I hate to say it given that I came so far, but I'm done. I can't. That's too much.
Well, thank you, Olive.
Fuck off, Miles.
Oh god.
All right.
How were you that night, Lance?
I
would like
Dimension.
Oh, thank you, Miles. I was told
I would like to
get
give
a
a
hug.
small story in regards to Lance's, in which I was sitting in a Discord and Lance just hopped on and was just like, I fucked up. What did you do? I was doing the thing for the task. I'm real drunk.
It was very fun because I had to drive Lance's car, which I had not driven before, which is fine. I drove Lance home, and the whole time they were just playing me like SoundCloud hyperpop rap. And so we were fucking going in the car, and I'm like driving up like this hill in the foggy night at like midnight, and I'm just like, and
I turned the bass all the way up,
I
and
was
I was
turning
just
it
like,
up, and I wasn't complaining, so we just right into the residential road. I did not turn it
for
up.
the record, I didn't get sick that night or get hungover.
I didn't throw up, however. I think the only time I've been more fucked up than that was when I got really fucking drunk at a work party and drank a lot of NyQuil.
So I'm gonna list the ingredients that both of them put in their cocktails. By the way, neither of these two recovered for a whole day afterwards.
No.
I was drunk for I think 2 days.
Lance put in melon curd, lemon juice, soju, rum chata, fish sauce, sriracha, sweet tea, gochujang, butterscotch schnapps, chocolate sauce, oyster sauce, lime juice, and peanut butter screwball.
Was it
They sure did.
It was largely sweet tea, but it had all that in it. And Olive, that was the bestiality, of course. And
Mhm.
Olive, who did not finish, but who will still be getting points.
Thank you.
Even though, but it'll be below everyone else who did finish their cocktails. Olive will still get some points. Olive made the cake tail. So the idea was putting the ingredients of a cake into a cocktail. And in order to make the egg safe for consumption, they fried it in a lot of olive oil.
Yes.
So,
I have now deep fried an egg. I am unstoppable.
So flour, deep fried egg, water, tequila, rum chata, butterscotch schnapps, sugar, salt, and pepper. We have one person left, which, as you know, means that they did something very interesting. And that last person is Sam.
All right, let's see it.
What are you thinking?
Does it have to be liquid? 9 o'clock does it have to be stuff in the house? Excuse me. You wanna go to Walmart?
Like Bev knows a place where they would have a big glass for all those old white women who like to drink from comically large wine glasses. Ooh, $25, no.
This is a white lady store. Ready? It smells like straight ketchup.
Yeah, so creative.
That was a lovely sound.
Thank you, Sam. What is the name of this cocktail?
Shrimp cocktail.
Shrimp cocktail. All right, well, thank you, Sam. I will try shrimp cocktail. I will dip that shrimp now in.
I'm glad it was good.
All right. Well, I have something for you, actually.
Yes. Oh, another one. Oh no. Drink your creative cocktail. Fastest to finish wins. Your time starts now. Well, that's not happening. I cannot eat 40 shrimp by myself. Or 7 bottles of cocktail sauce.
All right, well, thank you, Sam.
Yes.
Thank God.
I do have to note that when I poured that cocktail sauce in it, each bottle was a different color. There was no way I was drinking that. I was like, I will die.
I thought it was tomato sauce.
Yeah,
I thought it was ketchup. I thought it was ketchup at first.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So there was a bonus point for the largest cocktail. It seemed I was trying to screw you guys with that one, and it screwed 2 people. And that was Lance and Sam. And Lance, as much effort as you put in, Sam's was the largest
God
cocktail.
damn it.
So the bonus point goes there,
Fuck.
which is good because you only ate 1 shrimp, which means that in terms of time, you're coming last, followed by Olive. So the slowest person to finish their cocktail, because the other 6 finished their cocktails, was JC with a time of 2:35, and Sarah at 2:28. So 3 points, 4 points.
I can't chug. I'll die.
Will, Nick, and Lance were all within 2 seconds of each other.
What?
Crazy.
Alright.
Wow.
And they were very quick. With exactly 1 minute, getting 5 points is going to be Will. With 59 seconds, and this is really impressive for just how big it was. 6 points go, 6 points go to Lance. Very, very impressive for how large that cocktail was. That you finished it in a similar time to Will and Nick. Nick, who got a time of 58 seconds, 7 points.
Fuck yeah!
But none of them could come
Holy
close to RJ,
shit.
who demolished the competition by finishing their cocktail in 26 seconds.
Oh shit.
Oh my
That footage was unedited, and I wasn't hungover after, so fuck all y'all. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Hey, I got you there too.
So RJ gets 8 points there.
Yeah. Love you guys.
Oh yes, and then the bonus point. So the bonus point for largest cocktail goes to Sam. Bonus point for the best name goes to Jesus is a Thought. I have chlamydia. Rest in peace, headphone users. RJ gets a bonus point for that. Now, for how creative each cocktail was, I'm not going to give anyone 1 point. Will, you made an existing cocktail. I'm going to have to give you 2 points. You didn't know that, but
it was existing, if that helps.
It was 2 ingredients, though, so I'm afraid.
Yeah, that's fair.
So 2 points. This might be a little harsh, but RJ, you made a milkshake with a bunch of alcohol thrown into it. 3 points.
That's okay.
I'm gonna jump up to 5 points, and I'm going to give 5 points each. Casey and Nick.
Yay!
So I thought you guys made some pretty good cocktails, but it wasn't anything too crazy. I'm going to give, just because I feel like you were just throwing everything in our cabinet into a cocktail. I'm going to give you 6 points.
That's fine. There wasn't a thought process.
Which there's still 3 people I have to give points out. So I'm actually going to give a tie for second. This might be a little surprising, but the best tasting one, and being a surprising combination of flavors, was Sarah's. So I'm going to give Sarah 7 points, and I'm also going to give Sam 7 points because, yeah.
That was good.
But I thought that the most creative cocktail, and also horrifying, was Olive. It was a well realized thing. The cake pail, putting raw flour and sugar and a fried egg in, was inspired and horrifying. And I think you deserve the 8 points.
Well, thank you. I feel adequately reimbursed for my regret.
All right, and that's my decision. So that means we have just the live task. So where are we at in points right now?
Okay, so far, the season total, because there's only one episode, our lowest scoring contestant is actually a tie. And that tie is between Will and myself for 32 points.
Woo! Yeah!
The next up is 34 points, and that goes to Sarah.
Yeah, Sarah, yeah!
After that, we have another tie. And it's Nick and RJ with 35 points.
Oh, wow.
RJ.
After that one, we make another 1 point step with 36 points. And those 36 points belong to JC.
Yeah!
JC. After that, we jump up just an ungodly amount by 6 points, and that is Lance with 42. And our current leader, heading into the final task of the show, will be Sam with 44 points.
No fucking way.
Wow, we are behind each other by
All
2
right.
points.
So, it's time for the final task of the show. And this is going to be the live task. Who should read the live task? Lance wants to do it. All right, fine. Lance gets to do it. I didn't print this one, so it's handwritten.
Oh, good luck to me. Okay. Yo, fuck you. Alright. Draw a self-portrait. You may not use your hands to draw or wield the pen. You have 100 seconds.
You may not use your hands to draw or wield the pen.
Oh.
You have 100 seconds. Best self-portrait wins. Your time starts when Miles says go.
Wait. Hold on.
All right.
Can you read that one more time?
We're
Yeah,
drawing
here.
ourselves without using our hands.
So you have to draw a self-portrait and you can't use your hands. And you have 100
Does it-
seconds.
Wait, can it be something I already drew?
Yeah, you can. No. You have to draw a self-portrait and using the clipboard, the pen, and the paper, and you may not wield the pen with your hands. All right. Does everyone understand the rules?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go! Da-da-da-da. I'm gonna do some music for this because I didn't prepare anything for this. All right.
Okay, I'm gonna have to sacrifice some time real quick.
How are you guys doing?
Fuck you.
You guys enjoying this? I'm seeing some similar strategies coming out. This is very funny. Oh yeah. You guys are all being quite good about the rules. I appreciate that.
Sarah's free.
You have half your time remaining, 50 seconds.
I smell like penny ink.
I'll count. Yeah, your wrists are fine, Sam. I'll give you that.
Not my hands.
It isn't your hands. You're right. 30 seconds remaining, everyone.
Are you for real? I just got...
My pen's dying. Oh shit.
You have to push harder. I am drooling.
10 seconds.
It's fine.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands off everything.
It's disgusting.
Hands off.
Okay.
Shut up.
Okay.
All right. Well, fantastic. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm gonna have you guys reveal one at a time. I'm gonna start with our online contestants. I want to see Will's first.
I drew it with my mouth.
You got a penis coming out of your ear.
It's a game controller. I'm holding it because I'm a gamer.
Oh, it's a game controller. It looks like a hairy dick.
God damn! Why does everything I do look like a penis?
All right. Well, thank you, Will. Let's see Nick's now.
Okay, well, just for context, I only had 20 seconds because I realized I wasn't going to be able to do it with the pencil. So.
Oh no.
This is all I got.
Hey, if you told me if you asked me who that was in our friend circle, I would guess you, or JJ, but probably you.
Who's got the ponytail?
Well, let's just go around this way afterwards.
Right.
All right, and I'm also gonna need you guys to show it to everyone and then show it to the camera so that they can see as well. RJ.
Fuck. Anyway.
That is a Pokemon from the fucking.
All right.
I put myself in my mouth.
This is RJ's drawing.
It says
that Christmas tree?
RJ, you look like a murder victim.
You look like Pig. You look like Pigpen from the Peanuts got in a really horrible accident.
POV JFK after the accident.
No.
All right, fantastic. Sarah.
So I used my knees, my wrists, my mouth, and my glasses.
No, you're an artistic person.
No.
I had an unobstructed view of the creation of this thing.
It looks like a decrepit.
It's like the flower crowd.
That
You get the idea
from Arthur, baby. It's big.
It looks like a decrepit baby.
I am a decrepit baby.
I was about to say that.
All right. Well, all right.
Let's.
Sam, what have you drawn for us?
Mine surprisingly looks like me.
I thought you were a Pokeball.
That's
I got all of my piercings. I got my glasses. I got my hair shaped. Look at that. That's pretty close to my hair.
It's pretty close, but you look like a 73-year-old Korean War veteran.
I'm a photographer, not a drawer, and it's kind of racist because I'm Japanese, Miles.
Both of you are.
Looks like a. Have you seen this man?
Unfortunately, yes.
And I got all of my
Holy shit!
necklaces.
That looks like if Walter White had hair, Sam.
Amazing.
All right,
well, Lance, what do you got?
I got this.
Penis.
The penis.
Here you go.
Here's Lance's penis.
Why
That looks more like my
God
selfie than yours.
damn it!
Huh?
That looks
Why
more
is
like my
Lance-
selfie.
Yeah.
Your features are mostly indistinguishable, but I can still tell that you're oohing, and I hate it.
Furry. What did you use?
Oh boy.
My mouth.
Let's see. JC, what did you produce for us?
I'm so sorry.
You know, I can make out some of that.
That's cute.
It's got Sans eyes.
It's a bit abstract, but I can make it out.
JC,
So.
it kind of reminds me of Circus Baby.
I chose as my lifelong partner. Oh, I see it.
That's
Oh
actually
my god.
It's actually pretty good.
Holy shit.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I haven't managed because we had to do this in an art class.
And then I'll show you guys mine. I'll just show it on the screen because you guys will see it on the screen. So this was mine.
Oh my god. Why does it look more like AB?
It looks like you're smoking a cigarette.
It looks like a withered doll.
Okay, so here's my thing. I drew the hair.
It's like in those commercials where it's like, this is what happens when you smoke cigarettes.
So
and
I
then-
spent 20 seconds.
It looks like one of the Minecraft paintings in HD.
I spent 20 seconds at the start trying to do it with my left foot because I'm left-handed, and then I realized not only am I probably better off drawing with my right foot, I'm much better off drawing with my mouth. And so I had to nudge it back onto the clipboard to pick it up off the floor and put it in my mouth, which was very hard without hands.
Christ.
And then I started with the chin, and it all went downhill.
All right.
I did make a smiley face.
Well, I want you to all hold up your pictures for me.
Okay.
And I'll try and make a judgment on all this. I'm gonna start with last place. RJ, it's chicken scratch. It's horrible.
It looks more like a Christmas tree than an actual person. I understand that.
Yours looks more like AB.
But AB's nice.
AB is nice,
But it's not you.
It's also horrible. I'm gonna give you 2 points, Olive. Christ. Let's see. I'm going to give.
For context, this is not my penis, and this was a tail.
It's on the right side.
No,
Unlikely
because I'm facing
story.
the other way. I'm facing that way. And
You're facing forward, Lance.
I'm
no, it's going that way.
I'm debating, but you know what? I'll give 4 points each to Lance and Sarah.
Hey,
they're-
don't fucking stab
That's
me.
why I
It's
turned
okay.
They're kind of horrifying. Yours is horrifying, but like
It's good horrifying.
It's good horrifying. So you get 5 points, Sam. JC 6 points.
Hey.
Even, it's a little abstract, but you can definitely make it out. Shockingly, it's you two, the remote guys, who I think made the best pictures. It's very minimalist, Nick, but I could totally tell it's you.
Do I get any points for the fact that it was 20 seconds?
No, that you choose to use your time how you want. 7 points though. Hey, you're not doing bad. And the best picture, shockingly, is Will. Even though you got a penis growing out of your ear, it looks very much like you. So it's
see, I know what I look like.
unmistakably you. So 8 points to Will.
Amazing. So Miles.
Well, this sure has been a journey that has gone an extra hour than originally intended. But all good things must come to an end, and we must now announce my super best friend who won everything tonight. But I want to first give a round of applause to everyone for doing an amazing job. Thank you for putting up with me in this crazy project. I wanted to try and do something that would get everyone to be able to do something fun, even though we're in different parts of the country. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I want to give a special thanks also to Olive, because the amount of work that Olive put in and did not have to this would not have been possible.
I did count how much time, I think I might have said this earlier before the show, but I did count how much time it took me to edit, minus any other work, edit this project, and it took me a solid about 32 hours.
Yeah.
And you did a chunk of it as well.
And I did most of everything from the Egg Tower onwards, besides Lance's individual.
You did like
moment.
the breaking down.
Yeah.
So we shared the work, and I still did 30 hours. So
yeah,
it was quite a bit of work for us.
It was quite a bit, and I hope you guys enjoyed the end product.
Yeah.
And so time to announce the scores of Taskmaster Miles' Birthday Edition.
So I won, right?
Silence, mortal.
We'll get to the points. So, in last place is the person who made this possible. It's Olive. Let's go! But Olive got a very respectable 34 points.
Thank you. Thank you.
Winning the cocktail task, at least part one of it. So yeah, huge round of applause to Olive. Last but not in our hearts. In second to last, 7th place with 36 points was RJ.
Woohoo!
Did it!
Oh yeah.
RJ still managed to win both the egg tower and drink the cocktail the fastest. So really, honestly, a very amazing effort from RJ throughout as well.
That was fucking impressive.
Oh yes, you know what?
Yeah, that
I'll
was
also announce
fucking
what
crazy.
Taskmaster contestant you are. I know not all of you care, but Olive is Joe Lycett from season 4.
He's my favorite.
And RJ is also from season 4, Noel Fielding.
One of my favorite people.
Next, with we're still in the 30s. 38 points. A very good performance. Some amazing tasks throughout, and a dominant performance on the closed task. It's Sarah.
Hey!
6th place.
Yeah.
Next.
Wait, who is Sarah? Taskmaster.
Oh, Sarah in Taskmaster is Lisa Tarbuck from season 6.
Oh yeah.
A very good choice.
You'll have to go and watch some of her tasks.
Let's see. Next up, in 5th place, we're breaking into the 40s now with exactly 40 points. A person who, going into this, I didn't think would do as well as he did. It's Will!
This is literally the only reason I got that.
Yeah, Will, you killed the live task. You did a great job throughout. You showed boundless enthusiasm in spite of certain setbacks. Cough, cough, egg tower.
Maybe
always
use
the
your
penis.
noodle next time.
You are Nish Kumar from season 5.
Yeah.
You are Nish Kumar from season 5. We're getting to the top 4. So, and actually we have not a 4th place because we have a tie for 3rd. Ooh. Tie for 3rd. And those two people are Nick and JC with 42 points each, despite breaking
You know what?
the egg.
Considering my egg kind of died, I will take that.
Yeah,
And
I
that's
was
a
gonna
great
put it as a
comeback from starting at last in the.
Seriously.
Yeah. A very strong comeback.
Sam, you came back real well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was always strong. Are you kidding?
JC, you are Jessica
That's the
Knappett
point.
from season 7. And Nick is. I decided this, and now I'm blanking, but it'll come to me. But it comes down to 2 people in the end, and it was very close. Both ended up with scores in the 40s. One person scored 46 points. One person scored 49 points. And the winner of Taskmaster, Miles' Birthday Edition, is Sam Sakami! and a very formidable contestant.
Definitely well deserved.
You approached it balls to the wall and went nuts. Lance, a very honorable 2nd place. You are Rod Gilbert from Series 7.
Say again?
You are Rod Gilbert from Series 7. And Sam, you are Sarah Kendall from Series 11. So
I haven't seen that one.
We're not.
There's only one who's knows that one.
So that leaves us with Nick. But yeah, celebrating Sam winning.
Woo!
Yeah! You are officially my best friend.
Yes.
Oh my
Damn,
God.
that's crazy.